All right, so I am going to show you a few problems here that multiply exponents together. Okay, but before I do that, I am just going to give you a little basic background on multiplying exponents. Okay. Now, some basic on exponents. So 5 to the third is the same as writing 5 times 5 times 5. Similarly, you probably already knew that something like 4 squared is equal to 4 times 4. Okay, so the exponent simply tells me how many times I'm going to multiply these numbers together. Okay, so if I have 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, that's 5 of them. That'd be 4 to the 5th power. Okay, now every number actually has an exponent, whether it's written or not. Okay, if you don't see an exponent, that means there's an invisible exponent of 1. All right, so 3 is actually equal to 3 to the first. Okay, and that's going to actually come into play here when we work on this problem here. Okay, now don't confuse this. This is a lot of people mess this up. 3 is equal to 3 to the first, which again, this may seem stupid, but it equals 3. Okay, 2 to the 0 equals 1. All right, it doesn't equal 2. That's what a lot of people don't get here. So anything to the first power is just whatever that number is in front of it. But if it's to the 0 power, it actually equals 1. Okay. So at the end, I'm going to show you this problem just in case I forget or I don't run into one like it. Okay. So for instance, if I have 4 to the 0 times, let's make that a big time, times 4 to the 5th, I'll show you what that is, and I'll show it 2 different ways. All right, so now in order to multiply exponents, what you have to have is the same base. The base is the number in front of the exponents. All right, so since my bases are the same, I have an invisible exponent of 1 and a 2, and all I'm going to do is add these exponents together. So 1 plus 2 equals 3. Oop, that is not the equal button, or the enter button. All right. Is that right? I'm gonna stay with multiplying. All right, so my bases are the same. I add my exponents together. 4 plus 6 is 10. Okay. Another invisible exponent of 1. So invisible exponent of 1, exponent of 4, my bases are the same. I add them together and get 5. I keep doing that. And all right, same base, exponents just need to be added together. 5 plus 2 is 7. All right. And I don't want to forget this one, okay? So now I'm just going to leave this. So it's the same rule. So it is, the bases are the same. Bases are both 4. My exponents are 0 and 5, so I add those together and get 4. Well, I guess I gotta choose my pen again. I get 4 to the 5th power. All right, because 0 times 4, 0 plus 5 is 5. All right, so another way you could actually look at this, okay? So remember, 4 to the 0 is actually the same as 1. 1 times 4 to the 5th. Well, we know that multiplying anything by 1 does not change its value. So this is still just 4 to the 5th. So 2 different ways of looking at it. All right. Now, again, we wouldn't add these exponents together. And again, there would be an invisible exponent of 1 there. We wouldn't add those together because our number in front of the exponents are different. We can only do this trick when the exponents are the same. All right. So I also am going to show you, let's put this one down. I think they do a really good job showing the explanation of why this trick works. So I'll show that to you real quick. All right, so earlier we said, okay, so again, 5 times 5 times 5, that is 5 to the third. All right, So the exponent is simply telling you how many times you're writing that larger number, which we call the base. All right, so 3 to the 5th would be 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Well, they say 3 to the 5th times 3 to the 4th. Well, 3 to the 4th is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. That means I have written that 3 9 times. So that is simply 3 to the 9th. So imagine doing a problem where you had, 3 to the 40th. Or let's say 4 to the 30th times 4 to the 80th. I do not want to write 4 times 4 times 4 30 times and another 80 times and count them all. No, I simply can add my exponents together because these bases are the same.